It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. This final weekend of September, it looked busy, it felt busy, and it was busy.
This Saturday was bigger than Labor Day weekend.
Almost bigger than 4th of July.
Some days we were, winter busy.
They just kept coming and coming.
What you heard just there were restaurant and bike shop GMs in Frisco, Breck, and Silverthorne. At Pioneer Sports in Frisco, Josh Gamble tells us they have been doing more business than August.
I haven't had that many people walk in, including the 4th of July, and I haven't had 15 people on hold all summer.
At Blue Moose in Breck, Brittany Gilbert says the past 2 weekends have been slammed.
It was crazy busy. It was insane. And it was amazing. Great business and people just coming to enjoy our community and our leaf.
At Timberline Kitchen over in Silverthorne, Avery Fells served leaf peepers coming from all over.
A lot from Denver, a couple stragglers from Texas, and then a group of people from the East Coast too, which was interesting because they have a pretty killer fall this time of year.
Brady at Windy City Pizza in Breck says they were just about average for this time of year with the occasional dinner spike. Maybe the one exception, though, was Keystone, where Norski Bike Shop is already looking ahead.
I'm surrounded by skis right now. There's a couple bikes, but not even really any bike tools left or anything.
We also wanted to know how our recent immigration sting's impacting the service industry here in Summit. Most everyone gave us a variation on this.
No, we haven't had much trouble.
That is not the case at Summit School District. On Friday last week, an estimated 100 kids did not go to class at Dillon Valley Elementary. That is nearly half the school. 2 weeks ago, during the first immigration sting, we talked with a Keystone housekeeping manager who told us this.
I have a chat with my housekeepers, so I've been asking them to keep calm.
No reports of any local immigration activity from over the weekend. Summit officials, including law enforcement, tell us not even they know when these stings are happening. I-70 was feeling the fall rush. This weekend was busier than any weekend of ski season. More than 143,000 cars traveled I-70 through Summit. That was just barely busier than last weekend, but slower than the same time last year by about 4,500 cars. Looking back on September, we tallied 538,000 vehicles at the tunnels in 4 weekends. That is slower than July and August, slower than last September by just 7,000 cars. Breckenridge COO John Copeland tells Krystal 93 he remains committed to employee housing after a disastrous cold snap in January when rooms flooded and heat failed.
Put a lot of time and money in trying to start to make some of the upgrades again. Those are old buildings, old facilities, and while it'd be great to be able to erect a couple brand new facilities, right now we're finding our best time is let's go in and address some of the nuts and bolts to keep these things together.
Work that happened this summer included updated boilers and heat at Breck Terrace. That complex has a long history of trouble dating back to a lawsuit against the original contractor for cutting corners. Summit Public Radio and TV has been off air since the weekend with a power line failure. That power line feeds their transmitter site on Mount Baldy. This is the latest in a string of outages there. Summit Public Radio has been raising money to fix the power line, but the volunteer board has run into roadblocks with Breck Open Space and nearby property owners. Local fire danger, moderate today with no fire restrictions. And in sports, tonight the Broncos play the Bengals on Monday Night Football. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.